In just 7 days, Charlie will run 250 miles, visiting 40 clubs, and all for one goal: to end domestic violence.
I don't know why I went on social media, but I went on social media and I had a look at the messages, and there was no negative messages through the whole challenge apart from one. And the one negative message through the whole challenge was the one when I clicked on, and it was sent just as I clicked on, and I read it and I was absolutely heartbroken because somebody had written a message, and I don't know the exact words now. I can't remember, and I don't really want to remember, because it was pretty disgusting that somebody could see what I was doing, see what I'd talked about. It wasn't easy to talk about what I talked about, what happened to me when I was a teenager. I spent a week in conflict, deliberating, upset, wondering whether I should do this, that I had a duty to help people, but at the same time I didn't want to hurt anybody, I didn't want to hurt my family, I didn't want to come across the wrong way, I didn't want to come across that I was using what had happened to me for any other reason than to help other people. I felt so down and so upset. You know, I know it's just words, but I was putting everything into that, my absolute heart and soul, and for somebody to attack me like that just really hurts. So I had a little bit of a cry and walked into the stadium, and I was really upset, and I'd been crying, and then I saw a couple of people from the club, and I didn't want them to see that I'd been crying, and that was really low. And walked out into the stadium, and the mascot was there. The mascot was really small, but it was a massive costume, really fat costume. And I started to talk to the mascot. The mascot was like, put its arm around me, and we had the photograph. And then the mascot's messing about, and I was like, this mascot, there's something weird about this mascot. And I recognised the trainers, and I was like, so stupid. I was like, well, the mascot's not the same trainers as us lot, the Skechers trainers, because we had some sponsored trainers. And then I realised that it was Annie, my best friend, who, to try and cheer me up, had dressed up in a mascot which stunk. The costume stunk and it was sweaty. Just completely, again, lifted me from being so depressed and low and so hurt and felt, again, rejected, I suppose, that I realised actually who true people were and who my true friends were and actually what mattered. Good. Very good.
Another one for that.
Where I was, because they think I've got the start of compartmental syndrome. I decided, and I burst into tears because I was really embarrassed. Gushy, but it means the world to be here and to have this, because this is what is keeping me going. So all the clubs have been amazing. And to come here,
oh, fantastic. That's lovely. That is just
We are on the end of day 5. We've just been doing vascular gymnastics in the bath, trying to do hot and cold, desperately trying to get my calf to reduce in swelling because it's still really swollen, and there's just a lot of concern about the damage I might have done, and just trying to make sure that we limit any more damage over the next 2 days. But I've had a bit of a mental battle today because I felt quite low because the medics told me not to run.